Oh my gosh. Okay. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to go into detail here. You're going to look at the top of this. It says mission. State the mission of Psyop in support of the basic O plan or O port. And I'm just going to read a few things. Scheme of psychological operations. Address how Psyop efforts are centrally orchestrated and managed by the supporting POTF, and the commander's role in the decentralized execution of Psyop programs of higher headquarters. Tasks to subordinate units. Ensure that tasks clearly fix responsibilities and provide feedback on effectiveness of Psyop activities. Then there's coordinating instructions. Well, we're going to go down because I want you to see, let's see, 5, state classification authority for Psyop activities. 6, address mechanisms for coordinating with attached Psyop detachments, assigned staff, and other informational activities operating in the commander's AO. State procedures for coordinating fixed wing aircraft, rotary wing aircraft, unmanned aerial vehicle UAV, and field artillery delivery of Psyop products. Let me point something out. When Joe Fells showed everybody that a helicopter was flying over, you didn't have 200, 300, 400 people in the comment section talking about, oh, look, I know this because I went through it. I was like, oh, they're going to roast this guy. No, there was nobody roasting him. Everybody was in support of it. Like, yeah, we know what they're doing. They don't talk like that. That's BS. I showed stuff and like, oh, you crazy. Something's wrong with you. Something's in your head. That's not really happening to you. You think you know what you're talking about, but they didn't do it to Joe. He also, the video itself that I attached where he's like, oh yeah, you want to know about Paul? He's an interesting creature. And then he goes on and the story flips because he's like, oh, he's a Freemason. He said, faith without works is dead. And then dude goes to say something. I don't really recall what he said, but dude was like, listen. I can give you the solar wires. I can give you the solar panels. I can give you the wiring. I can give you the batteries. I can give you the inverter. I can give you all these things. But if you don't have instructions on how to do it, they'll never figure it out. You'll never have power is what he said. You'll never have power. So they literally, Joe Fells was just removed. And in his last 3 uploads of the books that they said they was preserving was the Psyop manual that was produced in 2003. In 2003, Joe would have been 17, 18 years old. I'm not really 100% sure. But he was a little wrestler. He was a 119-pound-year-old little boy, right? Okay. Because I looked it up. What was Joe doing in 2003? And it says he was on a podcast. And he said he was wrestling. I read it on this video. Now, do you understand? They literally told us in that video what they did. This is how secretive. And I know that people don't want to trust that because they say, well, that would make it big. Are you reading what's on this? Did you download the manual? Are you reading what's in it? Because they're telling you it's big. Helicopters, you got headquarters, you've got other Psyop operations that are higher up. Command and signal. Explain command relationships between attached Psyop elements, POTF elements, operating in the AO, the support unit, and the POTF itself. You think this is one guy? This is a slew of people. Tons of people backing each other up with the same story. All getting money for it. Do you get what I'm saying to you? How big? Do you see? Oh my gosh. Let me see. What else can we find in here? this makes what I understand so much more crazy. Like, Mike's gone. He was military. The fact that I know I was illegally experimented on without my consent. My genes were altered. So much of my life was orchestrated. Somebody else was pulling the strings back behind me. That's why I crashed and burned at some point. At some point, I was like, I can't do this anymore. They had literally every car. I was buying cars cash. I was taking care of my family. They stole everything over and over and over and over. I'm talking tens of thousands of dollars worth of stuff in a matter of 2 years. But they were doing this to me. I can trace it back to 1999 in an apartment when I know they were coming in, stealing my panties, and they left some clothes behind one time. I often tell that story. Huge operations, nothing small, tailored towards people's lives in our communities. There's more than one of us. There's more than just me. There's tons of us. And we're just going to, or what do we just pretend like this doesn't exist? Is that how we operate now? No, I'm sorry. I'm not joining that crew. No, I'm going to call it out. I don't care how much y'all censor me. I'm going to be talking about it. Don't let me see your face in public. Because I'm calling you out. I'm telling everybody. Look, that's who that is. Because what are y'all going to do anyways? Like, this, at the end of the day, I ain't trying to be haughty. I know that you guys have a lot of power, but the only one that has the power in the world is the Most High God. And he's the one who's encouraged me to speak on these things. And this is crazy because of what I know. What I've been talking to people about, this literally is a part of the thing that I was like seeing, but I didn't really know how to address it. The only way I did know how to address it at one point was to talk about the Saving Sophie incident. Because I saw that. That's how I knew. I was like, wait a minute. This is tied into that. So this is I've seen this level of corruption throughout the United States. Like, so many of you are involved. At least 8 out of every 10 of you. And to some degree, whether it's keeping an eye on someone, whether it's doing malicious acts towards them, whether it's relaying messages, whatever, it doesn't matter, or trying to set a person up, or just telegraphing the situation. The Situation Room should be talking right now that a girl like me, who just took some networking classes, who's liked computers, did a little bit of study in it and stuff, and then ended up being hunted and experimented on, and you guys tried to take her out, but she escaped death a bunch of times, and then all of a sudden she figures out a global plan. You're in that plan. You're not exempt. You think you are, but I see it. You're not exempt. They lied to you too. You guys are in trouble. You have to repent, man, and turn away from this nonsense. You don't get, you think that you're going into this new world as a new person and you just don't worry about what the world, because you're going to be set for life, you and your family. You guys are going to be okay. No, you're next on the menu. You understand? I'm going to have to take a moment to really think about